Tracy Love. What's up, Tracy Love? Y'all, I miss y'all. I really, really, really miss y'all. I want to come talk to y'all this week. I want to come talk about addictions. Yeah, yes, let's talk about it. I looked at the topic for this week and I was like, oh my goodness. Why are addictions so hard to break? And where do they even come from? Like, I want to talk about it. And I want to call out some addictions because I do feel like, we got to call them out to fix them. All right. So, before I even jump into that, let me introduce myself. I am Patrice, the founder of Tracy Love. Tracy Love is a personal development brand created to help women heal, set boundaries, and build confidence through relatable, faith-rooted tools. I create digital workbooks, journals, and courses that speaks directly to women, especially single moms and women of color, such as myself, who are tired of shrinking in spaces that don't see them. Tracy Love is about transforming your mindset, protecting your peace, and becoming the real you without apology. Yeah, so let's just go ahead and jump on into this topic. Addictions and why they are so hard to break from, y'all. I want to catch y'all up on this week, but this topic just, it when I say God just be having me walk through some things, I'm telling y'all, okay? So, addictions. Let me read the definitions before I even talk on my perspective on anything, okay? So, Google text reads, addiction, the addiction definition is the fact or condition, excuse me, the fact or condition of being addicted to a particular substance, thing, or activity. Now, y'all, I don't know why, but I feel like I have to tell y'all I'm looking down because I got notes down here. I have to stay on topic, y'all, okay? Because I can just be rambling sometimes and talking all everywhere. So, my notes guide me. All right, so I got addiction definition, the fact or condition of being addicted to a particular substance, thing, or activity. Addicted, see them alarms. Them alarms be needed. My bad, y'all. Hold on. My bad. Okay, let's move on. Then I have down here just addicted. Not addiction, but addicted. Because the first one say the fact or condition of being addicted. So what does addicted mean? Addicted definition reads physical and mentally dependent on a particular substance and unable to stop taking it without adverse effects. Yeah, stuff like this get deep to me because it'd be like, why? Do you ask why I didn't go do some research? Because I know I'm not alone when it comes to addictions and trying to face them and trying to overcome them. All right? So, why are addictions so hard to break? My perspective, because I feel like we all face them. My perspective is, look, number one come from the definition, reading that along, which it says anything that you're addicted to, if you go without it, you're going to have an adverse effect. Meaning, like, you're going to want to go right back to it. That's why it's hard, because as soon as you try to stop, it's like you're going right back to it. Hold on. Then I got how to just overcome not going back to it so fast or whatever the case is. But I just got how to overcome that. You overcome that by fasting, taking some breaks. Hold on, y'all. Y'all, y'all know I got a toddler, right? If you don't know, I have a toddler, so yeah, bear with me. Anyway, anything your addiction, anything you're addicted to, if you go without it, and you want to go back to it, you know, you have that adverse effect. I feel like you can overcome that by fasting. These are just things that I did to overcome some stuff. I fast. I had to take a break and I had to give myself some time, which is even timing myself, tracking everything, tracking my progress, and giving myself some grace. Because I had to change my mindset about it. And sometimes when we are changing our mindset, it don't happen overnight. It happens over time. So yeah, fasting. Give yourself a couple days to, go without and then whatever. But give yourself that time. Work towards stopping. Then I got why are addictions so hard to break? The second thing I got down here, it can be your environment. The environment you're in. You can be in an environment where it's easy to access it. It's easy to get it. It's easy to get there. It's easy to, you get what I'm saying? It's easy. It makes your addictions grow and become harder to break. You trying to break something and it's just right there in your face all the time. You get what I'm saying? And on top of that, you trying to quit, you gonna want to go back to it, and then it's gonna be easy to go back to it because it's right there. You get what I'm saying? And that goes for any addiction that y'all have. All right. And then I put down here to overcome that. To overcome that, you gotta change your environment. You gotta get out of some places, join some communities, walk away from some people, some places, some things that's feeding your habit. And look, I say that last video that I made last week was creating good habits. And I feel like when y'all get done watching this one, y'all should go check that one out because that's important as well. Addictions are habits that we create, honestly. And the third thing I got, excuse me, the third thing I got is give it time. Work towards, like I say, work towards quitting. You gotta give yourself some time. Like if it don't happen overnight, don't talk to yourself all like, oh, you ain't gonna do it. You so like talk to yourself nice. Give yourself some grace. We gonna get there. It's better to work towards quitting or stopping or whatever. You get what I'm saying? Than to just be still and not moving, not having no movement. So I got overcoming, working towards quitting. You have to practice quitting. See how I feel to not have it for a few days or whatever, or not eat it for a few days, or you go whatever. We're gonna call some of those habits out. We're gonna call some of those addictions out. But to overcome quitting or walking towards quitting, we gotta practice on how to quit. Practice until we master it. Like I said in my last video, that's creating those habits. You gotta create those habits so you can be addicted to some good things. You know what I'm saying? Creating good addictions. And I don't look. Let me say this because I feel like I'm talking too much and fast now. But I do feel like addictions are not good. Addictions are not good. Because like they say, if you can't go without it, then what? But anyway, let's just keep going. Practice until you master it. Set small goals and then you set those big ones. Give yourself time. Set those small ones, conquer the small ones, then set those big ones. Yeah, give yourself time. It's better to do something less and less and less and less each day than to just have no movement or just you still addicted to whatever your addictions are. So to call out some of those addictions, because I believe, like I say, in order to overcome some things, you have to call them out. You got to be aware of what you're trying to face. You got to be aware of what's going on. You get what I'm saying? So call those addictions out. Because when I was doing my research, let me just tell y'all this. When I was doing my research on just addictions alone, it only went to one. Like, it's just like the world is just stuck on one addiction, and there's so many addictions out there. It's not just one addiction, which is, the number one addiction is drugs or what I got. I got it I got it second on my list, but looking for addictions or doing research on it, a lot of the world just thinks drinking and drugs is the only addiction you can have, which is not it. You can be addicted to a lot of things that's not healthy for you. You get what I'm saying? So my top three is food. You could be addicted to food because that was an addiction for me. Like, not eating healthy, just eating out a lot. I got food, eating, not eating. You could be addicted to overly eating for no reason, or happy eating, or just eating. Just eating. You addicted to eating. You get what I'm saying? That's an addiction. You can be addicted to, like I mentioned, drinking and drugs. That's them hard drugs or them soft drugs. That's smoking, whether it's tobacco, whether it's marijuana. That's drinking hard drinks, whether it's soft drinks, margaritas, whether it's wine. You addicted because you can't go without. Or maybe you can go without, but you can't stop. Or you can't quit. The third one I got down here is gambling. Some people are addicted to gambling. I look, these three that I mentioned is some things that I was addicted to. Like the gambling, casino. What? I used to stay at the casino. The casinos, or just buying those lottery tickets, or just playing numbers. Look, I don't want to say all, because I wasn't addicted to all these things. Let me correct myself. I don't want y'all thinking that. Because what I got down here is words mouth. Some people can be addicted to gambling with their words. That's saying, oh, I'm going to do this, or I'm going to do that, or I got you on this, and you just gambling your trust. You gambling with your words. Or even borrowing. Like, let me do this, I'm gonna pay you back, or whatever. That's that gambling. Some people are addicted to that stuff. Okay? And these are just a few addictions that I think of when I hear addictions. And I know it's... Hold on, y'all. my baby just dumped out his toy box. Okay? It's about to get real over here. But not... like I said, it's just so many addictions that... Yeah. It's just so many addictions that that we do have in this world, whether it's positive or negative. I do believe that we have to be intentional with our habits that we create and our addictions that we create. All right, hold on. Let me get my baby real quick, y'all. Then I'm gonna wrap this on up and skedaddle, okay? Because I know we got a few interruptions. All right, y'all. Let's wrap this up. Bless you, baby. Let's wrap this up. Okay, thank you. Where do addictions come from? I'm going to read a text that I got from Google. Yeah. So, from Google Text, it says, a complex brain disorder that emerges from genetic environments and development factors. So you can have addictions from your family history, your peer influences, or social factors, or just how your brain was developed. Okay? So, y'all, if y'all have any addictions that you don't want to face alone or that you know you need help with, don't hesitate to reach out. Reach out to me or any other trusted resource that you trust, because I believe it's important that you become your own hero and reach out first. First, you got to be aware. Then you have to reach out. You have to change your own environment. You get what I'm saying? Even if that's just saying a little bit. Okay, so help yourself, reach out, get some help. You can even visit TreacyLove.com and utilize those tools I've created. And also subscribe to the website while you're over there so you can stay updated on all the news about what's going on with Tracy Love. Y'all, I'm about to go ahead and skedaddle. I love and appreciate y'all for chilling with me, talking with me about this topic that I believe is really important. Like I said, if y'all want to talk some more, reach out. Alright? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment, y'all. Comment, engage. I love engaging with y'all. So comment on some things that y'all facing as a hard addiction or an addiction that you overcame. And even if you want to drop down some tips on how to overcome some addiction, if I didn't mention it, go ahead and drop it down. Let's talk. Let's have a conversation in the chat as well, y'all. I love y'all, and I will talk to y'all soon, alright? Catch y'all in my next one. Go check out the last video. Creating good habits. Alright. Deuces, y'all. I love y'all.